Another day, another painful Terraria challenge. This time we're doing true melee medium core. I mean, I asked for a suggestion, and you guys did say true melee medium core, so I guess I have to do it. Yay! This is gonna be so much fun. Well, suffering aside, the first thing I'm gonna get straight into is just getting the house out the way. I just wanted to get all the building out the way, so I just did this first. I'm gonna be placing them under the surface as well, so I don't run into them when I'm fighting bosses, because that can get me killed, and it has gotten me killed way too many times. Well, first things first is we head underground because I need to get armor as soon as possible. The best part about true melee is how much defense we're gonna have, but we also need to take into account how much defense we can get. So any accessories with defense or a warding modifier is gonna be a huge help here. But before all that, I found an umbrella, which I mean is good, and it does count for true melee, so I guess it's passable as a chest item, sure. I actually ended up finding a pretty good amount of life crystals while mining, but then I overstayed my welcome and I learned my lesson. Yeah, not even 5 minutes in and I'm already dead. I can't. Why am I greedy? This is gonna be so much fun. So I went back and picked up my loot. Oh, wait, no. There was a salamander just sitting in the dark and it just one-shot me. Yep, that's so much fun. Oh, let's try that again. There you go. That's much better. Now I got my loot. That wasn't so bad, was it? I hate the salamanders now, and I always have, but that's okay. We'll move on. Yeah, honestly, I took getting my gear back as a small little victory, and I just decided to head home. We're gonna take what we can get, and we did end up getting enough tungsten to craft a full set of armor, so I mean, that's a pretty good win right there. This defense boost is definitely gonna help us survive just a little bit longer against enemies, so it helps out. I also got myself a platinum sword, which is gonna be decent. I mean, it's the best we can get as of yet. You have to find something a bit stronger to fight the Eye or any other boss for that matter, and that's the tricky part with true melee. When you really look at all the true melee options in this game, there's not that many options you choose from. There's only a select few that we have to use, like literally have to use. So I think my next goal at this point would just be to get the rotted fork from the Crimson, because that is one of the strongest hard mode true melee options versus bosses like the Eye, Cthulhu, and Brain. But honestly, I wouldn't know because I'm not a masochist and I don't like doing true melee in general in any version of Terraria. It's just, it's a pain. It's not that enjoyable. I mean, it has its moments, but geez, this is painful. I did end up getting the rotted fork though on my second heart that I've destroyed. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed because I was told that the Undertaker was guaranteed on the first one you destroy, and I never knew that or realized that. I don't know how when I have damn near 2,000 hours on this game, I never noticed that. So if it's guaranteed, great for us. If it's not, then we just got extremely lucky. But now we have an actual weapon that's gonna be able to kill pretty much anything up until like Skeletron maybe. I did end up going home though and flattening out the land a bit. This is gonna help us with just events in general, especially since we're probably gonna have to worry about the goblin army soon. We don't want to have to deal with goblins going up and down on the terrain. No, I'd like to flatten the land out for boss fights and goblins. This makes it so much easier on us. I'm gonna be honest, after I was done flattening the land, I have no clue what I was going for here. I don't know why I'm going to the jungle at night, but that was just a stupid idea on my part, and I'll take that L. Oh yeah, I remember why I was going to the jungle. So I wanted to get the blade of grass, but I completely forgot that since they changed it and it shoots a projectile, that doesn't count as true melee. So this whole time for like a good hour or two, I'm thinking like, yeah, the blade of grass is going to be the strongest weapon I can get. No, that's not true. It shoots a projectile. It does not count as true melee. I did have a close call here with this jungle slime. He almost got me, almost, but I was smart this time. Gotta teleport home. You cannot be greedy. This is totally not foreshadowing. This is definitely not foreshadowing. And remember earlier when I said that I flattened the land just in case we got a goblin army or had to fight a boss? This is what I meant. I knew it was gonna happen at some point, but I didn't know it was gonna happen this early. Honestly, I really did not want to do this early, but I had no choice. I know you could kind of manipulate when they spawn, but I didn't bother. But overall, this went a lot better than I thought it would. It was a bit of a struggle, yes, but given that I have a decent amount of defense and I did get the rotted fork early, it made it a lot easier than it could have been absolute hell if I did not have a weapon. But we made it through. I did also find Hermes boots on my return to the jungle, which is just amazing. Luck so far is pretty damn good. Now I just needed some feral. Oh, there they are. See, look, luck is pretty good. Now we have a brand new set of platinum gear and a diamond hook, so we're pretty much ready to fight the first boss. But I did end up trying to look for something a bit special this time, something that'll give us that extra little boost that we're gonna need in this run, and this is the shimmer biome. Now this is gonna be a huge help. It's gonna allow us to drop in certain items to get permanent buffs such as defense or mining and building speed or a little bit of life regen. Those little little small things are the extra little boosts that I'm gonna need for true melee, because it's gonna be very difficult getting up and in front of these bosses' faces. So I definitely wouldn't found this time, and I might keep doing this from now on out if I could stand the mining that it takes. It takes forever to find this sometimes, but I'm glad I at least got it in one of my runs. I did want to find it eventually, and it is pretty cool to use. So, and now with pretty much every buff and weapon we can have, we're ready to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this wasn't as bad as you think it would be. It honestly went by really smooth. I take like 0 damage and do a bunch of damage. This was extremely easy. There's no challenge behind it as of yet. But I'm glad we got our first boss taken down. The Shield of Cthulhu it drops is gonna be a huge help for mobility, and it does give 2 defense, so I mean, you know, that also helps as well. So now with that out the way, I went and expanded my NPC houses so I could get a couple more NPCs. I did end up going for Skylands now because, you know, we need the luck horseshoe so that I don't die stupidly from fall damage, which can happen, and I would be kind of sad if I died to fall damage and lost all my stuff. So we're gonna get that, and the balloon is good too. I did find a Star Fury at some point, and to those who wanted me to use it, I sadly cannot, because it shoots a projectile and I can't use it. That's simply it. If the projectile is shot on swing, then it just doesn't count. Like if I contact the enemy and then the projectile comes out, then it still counts as true melee. But since the Star Fury shoots the star, when I swing the sword, it sadly is not a weapon. So it's cool to have, but I can't use it. Now at this point, there's not that many more upgrades I can do before fighting the brain. So honestly, I'm gonna just go right into fighting the brain. And yet again, the rotted fork proves to be a huge weapon here. It's really damn good. It's way better than you think it would be, to be honest. It completely just made this fight pretty much a joke. This was easier than guns only. I mean, so far true melee is looking pretty damn good. I'm not really having that much of an issue in the early game. I thought the early game would be a lot harder, but hey, we'll see. Maybe it'll pick up, maybe. But hey, now we can craft the Deathbringer pickaxe, and we got the Brain of Confusion. So I'm gonna just start heading down to get some Hellstone, because there's no point in Crimtane when I can just go straight into Hellstone armor, and I can use the Volcano this time because it's a true melee sword. It does have an explosion effect, but that's only on melee contact, so it does count, thankfully, because Skeletron will be a pain with just the Blood Butcher. That is not, or the Rotted Fork. So now I have myself fully decked out in Molten gear, weapons, accessories. I got a Magluminescence that is gonna stay on the whole run. Dare I say it's better than Terra Spark. I don't take this off. Just, that's it. It stays on. It's that good. And we're pretty much set to fight Skeletron now. So now it's time to wait until nightfall, fight Skeletron. And to be honest, this fight did get a bit close at times, because Skeletron does have an effect where if his head directly contacts you, he'll stop you from regenerating life entirely. It may only be for like 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 5 even. It could be 2 seconds. That is just alone an extremely strong ability that he has, and that almost got me killed multiple times. Thankfully, the Volcano has a lot of range and is a huge sword. It is slow, but the size just makes up for it. So that, and plus the damage it does, did allow us to get past Skeletron just barely, but good enough to survive and beat him. Thankfully, not too much of an issue this time. We're getting there. Next is Wall of Flesh, but it's okay. We're gonna find a way to defeat the Wall of Flesh. Trust me, guys. Since the last weapon that is in pre-hard mode and is true melee is the Knight's Edge, I did have to grind out the dungeon just a little bit to find a Muramasa. It wasn't too bad, and then I did have to go back to the jungle and also get me a Blade of Grass. And with all these 4 swords combined, I was able to make the Knight's Edge, which is basically the only sword we use against the Wall of Flesh. And yes, it does count as true melee, even though it looks like it shoots like a projectile. That's technically just the melee range. Even I questioned it at first, but yes, it does count. I mean, if it didn't, it would be insanely hard to kill the Wall of Flesh without. I did end up getting the Obsidian Shield for the simple fact that if I get close to the Wall of Flesh because I have the melee, I might need to equip it so I don't get tossed around like a damn golf ball, because the last thing you want is to get bounced into it, and it does a lot of damage when you directly contact it. So the Obsidian Shield allows me to escape situations like that. Even though it doesn't do too much besides the knockback, and normally I wouldn't wear it, it actually has proven to be really useful in this. And now with the arena fully built, the accessories fully decked out, the armor is fully there, and with our sword, we're ready to fight the Wall of Flesh, which hopefully we can do on our first try, because this guy is gonna pain to get by. But once we do get by him, it doesn't get any easier anyway, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? Anyways, enjoy the fight. Do this. Buffed up. Here we go. Honestly, this shouldn't be too bad, right? Because the Knight's Edge is strong as hell after it's buffed. So, whoa! We don't want that. A Life Force Potion came in clutch. Ooh, thank God I had invincibility right there. I might have to just ride this out. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, that was so close. Oh, I was messing up there. Let's go. First try. Let's go. Oh my God. That was scary. I did not want to die. Now that was extremely close, and I'm really glad we did that on our first try. That went a lot better than I thought it would, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But hey, all that matters is that we did it, and now we're on to the semi-hard part, which is early hard mode. And that is going to be deciding on which boss we're going to fight first and what gear we're going to get. Oh boy. So I'm going to get the boring part out of the way. I pretty much went mining and just got everything I needed. I straight up went from cobalt to orichalcum to adamantite, and I have a full set of adamantite now. I did end up trying the adamantite sword since it was one of the options I have against the mechanical bosses. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it's nothing spectacular. So at this point, since I didn't really have that many weapon options, I went ahead and went to the shimmer, and I decided to shimmer over my emblem to a warrior emblem. I felt like I was gonna need that extra little bit of damage, so I went ahead and got this, because, you know, we only have the adamantite sword and the knight's head. We kind of need this. I did go and reforge it, and the goblin did scam me of a bunch of gold, but in the end, I did get warning, which is okay. But Jesus, can you make it a little nicer next time? Please, I need the money. I'll tell you, the money grind on this is insane. I need to get every accessory to warding, and then every time I upgrade it, I need to get it back to warding, which is not fun, and he's not making it easy. So since I pretty much grinded my accessories out and I didn't really know what other weapons I can get, I decided to just try out Skeletron Prime. Now, me being me, I did not know this would go as bad as it did. I thought true melee Skeletron Prime would have been light work, pretty damn easy. No, he does a lot more damage than I thought, and I do literally zero. So this went south, and this clearly wasn't gonna work, and I had to make a different plan because that's not the boss that I had at first. It can't be. Not with this loadout, at least. So sadly, at this point, my footage did start to lag. I figured it out later on, but I did miss out on the Skeletron boss fight, and I did miss out on the Destroyer, which is annoying because it's the first mechanical boss, and it was a huge win for me. So I'm glad that you guys didn't see it. I didn't realize it till after everything was done. I would have redid the fight, but sadly, I can't do anything about it. I can assure you I did it. As you can see, I do have the snippets of when it was being fought and when it did die, but I couldn't get the footage. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. I'm sorry about that. Things like this happen with OBS, and I only find out afterwards. I decided to farm him a bit to get the full set of hollowed, and I also found out that the Gungnir is an insanely strong spear. This outclasses the Excalibur by a mile. I did not know that it was this good, and it has been a huge help since I've gotten it. The buff to this is huge, and I'm really disappointed that there's no buffs to the spears. Like, there's no upgrades later on. They could have done something really cool with this, and it's sad to see it fall off at some point because I had a lot of fun using it. It's way better than you'd think it would ever be, and I'm really glad that I'm even trying true melee because I would have never known this. So now that the Destroyer and Skeletron Prime was down, I did end up making a couple upgrades to my accessories because I need to try out every single thing to make this any bit easier. I even went ahead to fight the Queen Bee like 6 different times to get the honeycomb to try out Shark Tooth honey necklace thing. I'd never tried this before, but there's a first time for everything, right? And I was like, might as well try it. So I went and crafted this, and I'll be switching it on and off every so often. Same with other accessories. There's a lot of times where I'm going to be switching them on and off in this run because I kind of need the use of a bunch of different accessories out, if that makes sense. You'll see me do it from here and there. I did end up shimmering up a life fruit, which does give me a permanent 4 defense. So, I mean, hey, that's like an extra warding accessory. And now at this point, I pretty much had all the gear and accessories to fight the twins. And the problem is, it was lagging again because, yeah, fine. I can assure you, I did this legit. The footage is here. It's just, it's laggy. I'm really sorry about that. I hope you guys can forgive me. It's going to be fixed by the time I make my next video, and I did fix it later on, and I made up for it later on, but this is the best I can show you. It was a hard fight, and I'm really sad that this one of all fights got messed up, but hey, it's what it is. It is what it is, I guess. Okay, so this next part is going to be a bit all over the place. So remember how I said, and I just showed you that the footage was lagging and whatnot. So I did end up upgrading my Excalibur to a true Excalibur, which is one of the melee weapons I'm going to be using for a long time, since it's like the second to last true melee, blah blah, right? The problem is I killed Plantera and I killed the Golem, and the footage basically messed up. It messed up on Plantera, and it completely did not record the Golem fight. So I did the right thing for you guys, and I did refight both Plantera and the Golem just so I could prove to you that it is possible, and I did do it legit. I didn't want to, you know, miss out on even more boss fights, so I did end up re-recording those. So here's the Plantera fight. Plantera was not that bad, especially with the true Excalibur. Plantera is never really that hard of a boss when you're running high defense. It's when you're running like a low defense build that she becomes scary, but even then, this wasn't that bad of a fight overall. At this point, I did make a couple upgrades to my gear and accessories. I'm really sorry about this scuffed part of the video, but I didn't know that this was gonna happen until I checked. But yeah, I did end up doing the golem as well. This fight did get a little scary towards the end. It did go pretty damn well, if I do say so myself. Both fights, the first and second fight. I needed to fight him again anyways, so I mean, it's pretty cool doing this a second time. So now with all the broken footage and whatnot out of the way, I'm able to craft beetle armor with the beetle husk that I got from Golem. It only took 2 fights to get a full set, which is good enough for me. And I also crafted the second chest plate, and I'm gonna be swapping between those periodically as well, because it does help out having either high defense when needed or higher attack speed. And we made a couple upgrades to our accessories, such as like the Master Ninja gear, the Celestial Shell. We have the Fire Gauntlet now. I have butterfly wings. All of these things I'm gonna be swapping in and out because they're a huge help, but they're a huge help when they need to be a huge help. So in and out they go. And at this point, I pretty much fully got rid of my boots. This is like the first time I've ever played Terraria and took off completely, but I felt like they were just kind of a waste in true melee. With the Magluminescence, I was pretty much running fast enough anyways, so I didn't really need it. And now comes the most painful part of this video. So given that the True Excalibur is the second to last melee weapon I'm on track for getting, the last one was the Horseblade, which is only obtainable from the Pumpkin Moon. The problem being, it's the Pumpkin Moon. So why is that a problem? It's a problem because you need to get to a high wave for the bosses to start dropping anything. And when you do get to the high wave, for some reason, knowing my luck, these pumpkins never decided to spawn. It was nothing but Morningwood, horsemen, and damn pit bulls. I do not care about these damn pit bulls or these, you know, I need to calm down. It's okay. It's not like I killed like 20 pumpkins and didn't get the sword at all. This took like 3 hours of grinding, no joke, just to get this stupid blade. It was ridiculous, but I did it for you guys, right? This is, you know, this is painful, but I did it. I did it. That's all that matters. It eventually dropped. Please. Oh my god. Oh, I got the witch broom. That's insane, actually. Come here. You're not running away from me. Yo, get him. Get his ass. Yo. Yo, where you going? Hey, he gone. Can I get fucking pumpkins? Can a pumpkin spawn? What's that happening? Also, I killed one and he didn't drop it. Real. I didn't get it. I'm on wave 14 and they're not spawning. Literally, the whole point of the late fucking waves is for bosses. And the one thing that isn't spawning is the bosses. Why is it not? There's literally 3 enemies on my fucking... Oh, now he spawns. There's 3 enemies on my screen. Sword. Just drop the sword. Just drop the sword. He didn't drop the sword. Fucking swords. Please drop the sword. Please drop the sword. Please drop... He didn't drop it again. Are you dead ass? PlayStation move. That shit was garbage. Because it's a higher chance. Can I just be like, oh my god. Please drop it. To die. He didn't. Oh look, he didn't drop it. Oh, killed him. No! This is so fucking annoying, I swear to god. Okay, cool. Go fuck yourself. Great, yeah, just kill all the NPCs. Cool. Yep. This is fun. Yep, amazing. Yeah, great. Uh-huh. Yeah, cool. Can't even walk on the fucking floor. Great, great! Please fucking drop it. Please! Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, I got it. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, it's real. It's fucking real. Oh my god, it's real. It's real. It's fucking real. I was so happy that it finally dropped. That took way too long, but I will tell you, that was worth it. I never knew that this sword did as much damage as it does. This sword is huge on damage. Even post Lunatic Cultist, it is massive damage compared to the Excalibur. The Excalibur will not get me past any of these bosses. It will be a struggle. The fact that this sword exists is illegal. That's how good it is. It is illegal. Just let me show you how quick the Lunatic Cultist fight was. Look how quickly this sword destroys him. How did I not know this? How the hell did I not know this? To be fair, I'm a magic and range user, but still, how did I not know this? This is illegal. Hey, you know what? All that matters is that we got it, and we got the cultists out of the way, and we're almost there. We just need to get these 4 pillars out, and we can fight the Moon Lord, and hopefully be done with this. Hopefully, maybe, who knows? Now, to no one's surprise, these pillars were a complete pain to deal with. They were more of like just a long and drawn out fight than pain. They were more painful and ranged, but here I actually did damage. It's just a matter of going back and forth so I don't die and lose all my loot because nobody wants to go back and pick all all that up. It's way too much work. So I went back and forth between a lot of the pillars to try to keep my loot. I did end up dying once, but that was okay because I destroyed the pillar, so I just went back and got my stuff back. But overall, this wasn't too bad, and funny enough, the solar pillar was one of the easiest pillars when it's normally the hardest. All I did was stand on the floor and hold left click, and everything died. There was no challenge to the solar, which I can't even explain. Normally, it's the hardest pillar, but for some reason, it was the easiest. It beats me. But now with pretty much all the pillars out the way and all the bosses that we can do out the way, we're now on to the Moon Lord. I'm glad that all of y'all came on this journey with me. I honestly never thought I would make it this far because I never did true melee in my life, and true melee on base Terraria is hell. But hey, here we are against the final boss. Let's see how this goes.
All right, with a sword. I just need to see how much damage. I just need to avoid the laser. You need to get rid of middle eye. I can't reach it. Oh my, there's no way I'm gonna just beat this right now. Oh my god. Completely dodged that. Yeah, this is crazy. Come on. Oh my god, the pumpkins all just hit the eye at once. Do it again. Do it again, please. It's so close. Yes. Alright, pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. Oh my god, the fucking damage. And there it is. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, real. Oh my god. Oh my. There it is. Melee only.
Honestly, that went a lot better than I thought. I know I'm running a high defense build, straight warding and everything, but that wasn't the worst fight in the world. And honestly, I'm glad I did this. Thank you guys for suggesting true melee. This was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Suggest another one and I'll try it out. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and please subscribe. If you didn't, let me know in the comments. Well, let me know why. Don't let me know. No, just let me know why. Anyways, you get what I mean. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.